Good evening, everyone. I am Vishnu Ektab, and in front of all of me, I am presenting the Wall Street Journal newspaper headline. So, first of all, Senate runoff election comes to a head in Georgia. Next, air bases in Russia bombed as Moscow its Ukraine cities. Next, Fed to laugh weight rate higher than 5%. Next, railroad staffing shortage inflame disruption. Next, Jason Gay still just 23. Francis Kylian uh, Mbappe is having another World Cup of a lifetime. Next, questionable assets renewed FTX rescue. Next, on page number 2, in that a new chip plant in Arizona faces cost hurdles. Next, US EU to coordinate semiconductor subsidiaries. Next, boost in rates seen by US Fed. Next, on page number 3, in that FDA gets sticker on fast tracking drugs. Next, North Carolina outage could last days. Next, on page number 4, in that court waits gay rights free speech. Next, Arizona certifies election results. Next, purposed gun curbs face legal uncertainty. Next, protection for Haiti migrant extended. Next, Giuliani defends election claims in DC ethics case. Next, on page number 5, in that industry challenges California wage law. Next, Newsom targets Gallows line price gouging. Next, college 8 letters faulted for leaking key data. Next, volatile assets shank FTX. Then on page number 6, in that award-winning actress starred in NBFC Cheers. Next, charges against a New York ex-official toast. Next, Avanati sentenced to 14 years in prison. Then on page number 8, in that Tampa police chief resigns in scandal. Next, Sesame Street cast actor bomb McGrath. Next, railroads hit by staff levels. Then on page number 9, in that oil price waivers has Russia cap kicks in. Next, Moscow is forced to find new buyers. Next, Germans skimp on energy use. And on page number 10, in that US modifies launches to rain in Ukraine. Next, UN pressed on alleged abuse of nuclear plant staff. Next, Belkin Larry of fake exit by Moscow. Next, drones hit to Russian air bases. Then on page number 11, in that Iran waits is easing strictures of on women has protest persist. Next, Europeans don't spend arguing a recession. Next, on page number 12, in that couples wait combining their finances. Next, how to avoid TSP taxing and posting. Next, on page number 13, that can feel younger make you healthier. Then next, on page number 14, in that renewing Javis musical past. On page number 15, in that joy of Kylian Mbappe. Next, at 49 years, twisted faith at Qatar back. Next, Brazil World Cup telenovela rules on. Next, on page number 16, in that Tim Cook's bad day on China. Next, behind the global surge in anti-Semitism. Next, yet another conspiracy theory. Then next, on page number 17, in that Biden starts a climate trade war. Next, Donald Trump is the terminator. Next, the B-1 bomber is needed now. Next, blame your preceders and other lessons. Next, why parents deserve a tax credit for children. Next, time to Republicans to say no to more debt. Next, maybe Biden meant what he said about fossil fuels. Next, he he teaches unions complete. Next, the neglected conversation. Then on page number 18, in that Twitter's duty to protect free speech. Next, who defines a state's legislature? Next, is Biden's greatness in an excuse for Trump? Next, Microsoft acquisition good for gamers. Then next, on page number 19, in that China says protest lead to easing. Next, Pyongyang Pyongyang conducts new round of shelling. Next, UAE leader visits Qatar in sign of throw. Next, a deal reached for civil government. Next, mudslide buries bus vehicles, killings 27. Next, trial begins in 2016 terrorism attack. Next, volcanic eruption from prompts evacuations. Next in page number 20 in that economy tied stocks fall steeply. Next, Nika cuts ties to NBA star Irving over remark. Next, gas producer shift operation to lands life. Next, landfills. Next, Facebook threatens to remove fresh feed. Next, stablecoin from Circle Internet holds spec attempts. Next, Slack co-founder Butterfield to leave parent company Salesforce. Then on page number 21 in that Hazard will pay $168 million to settle fast arrest allegations. Then next, Uber Chirago reach free pact. Next, Slack CEO to leave Salesforce. Next, Nike cuts ties with Iravi. Then on page number 22, in that Verizon Consumer United head exit CEO takes over. Next, AT&T to settle suit over leaks to analyst. Next, PepsiCo cuts staffing at its headquarters. Next, Swiss fans Swiss over ticket problems. Then on page number 23, in that Foxconn sales took fall after outbreak at iPhone factory. Next, EU sets undoing on Il- Illuminia's deal for Kansas test maker. And page number 24 in that 80 firms predict a sale growth in financial year 23. Next, New Zealand wants content period 4. Next, Facebook threaten new halt. On page number 29 in that bond rally is tested by wage gain. Next, LSE offers fund for carbon credits. Next, stock move lower. Next, private equity energy strong. Wells off. Next, on page number 30 in that Disney talks on streaming puzzle. Next, services alone cannot rescue economy. Next, Blackstone property bets get shaker. Next, China's stock rally is still uh, vulnerable as COVID-19 curves is. The next on page number that much for today. Thanks for watching.